I just finished interviewing 50 people, and I just could imagine that most of them are just about to quit. But then you have to ask yourself, should I quit?
Roshan Tharan, CEO of Leaderonomics, worked in General Electric for more than 12 years. But at one point, he also decided to move on. Having worked in talent and leadership management for decades, he has some advice to give. One of them is the 2-year rule. There are 4 parts to this 2-year rule. The first part is that it takes you 6 months to get acquainted with your role. Second is when you start to see things you can change. Third part is when you're actually implementing change. And lastly is when everyone starts to see results. According to research conducted by Anders Ericsson, it takes an average of 10,000 hours of deliberate practice to be absolutely competent at a specific role. 3 years seems to be a reasonable amount of time to stay in a company. But 2 years has got to be the minimum. 3 months down the line and that dream job has turned into like an absolute nightmare. I mean, you're just dragging yourself into the office, you're losing energy. Maybe tell yourself, maybe it's time to quit. On the other hand, staying can be good too. Staying at a role has many practical advantages. It's harder for an employer to let someone go when that person has already exhibited some mastery of his role. Having a deep knowledge of your role might turn you into a linchpin, just as Seth Godin has described in his book. The greater you're at work, the more indispensable you may prove to be. But you do have to give your role some more time, as we described earlier. Roshan has 8 reasons to tell us when to go. Number 1, your company has lost its purpose. Number 2, your relationship with your manager is damaged beyond repair. Number 3, your life situation has changed. Maybe you've had a baby and need to prioritize on your family. Number 4, your values are at odds with your company's. Number 5, you failed. Staying on might actually worsen your reputation. Number 6, stress. Number 7, you feel marginalized. If your boss is blatantly ignoring you, then it's probably a sign. 8, you've stopped having fun at work. Don't quit your job over emotional issues. If there are aspects in your life that's hard to control, fix them first and focus back on work. Keep those things aside, fix them, or else they'll just keep on coming up. There's a saying that age wrinkles the body, but quitting wrinkles the soul. However, when things do get unbearable at work and poor leadership has started to step in, then maybe it's time to quit. That said, quitting your job is always exception rather than the rule. Remember, huge gaps in your resume are red flags to your employers. At the end of the day, if you do quit, you have to think whether or not that new role opens up a whole new range of possibilities for you to grow.